Hello everybody, back on the trail again. Starting to call myself Wee Boot because I keep starting over, but this last 119 miles down to Georgia that I had to stop because of Mom's death. Interesting enough, the hardest part of this day has been getting back on the trail. We spent 2 hours driving around to various locations trying to get access to the trail, and the forest roads were gated. Boy. So I had to modify the plan. Not surprising. It seems like the AT is teaching me how to not have any sort of plan or schedule because things happen. So we're heading back up to Wayabald from, now I forgot the name, Rock Gap. And my little buddy is with me. You can see him. So doing about 10 today to break us in. Nice 40-degree day. Taking some lunch on the second day. Romeo's eating his. He rolled in the leaves, so looks like a little leaf dog now. Got about 11 more miles to go today. Doing a little bit longer day. A lot of ups and downs in this area. I had to skip a bit farther ahead because I couldn't get any access to the trail in North Carolina, so I'm in Georgia, going south. Beautiful day today, south of Dick's Gap, as I head south up to Unico. Just sunshiny and perfect. Not too hot, not too cold. On top of Tree Mountain, looking down over Georgia. Not too much farther to go. Be done. Looking down over Unico Gap. Oh, it's been a long day for a second day. Doing 6.6 was a little too much. Romeo thinks so too. We're both ready to be done. So just down the hill and we're done for day 2. Well, after yesterday's 16.5 miles, I'm not feeling the strongest today. Hopefully there isn't as many mountains to climb on this stretch because I have 15.4 to do today. So we'll see how it goes. Do or die. Day 4 of the reboot of my hike from last year. I'm going south from Nasty Gap towards Neal's Gap today. So a short hike to give myself a little bit of rest from the grueling 32 miles I've done in the last 2 days. And then there'll only be 30.5 miles left to Springer Mountain. So Romeo enjoying it in the low 50s, perfect hiking weather. Gorgeous day today, as you can see. Absolutely perfect weather. Really enjoying just taking it easy. Hey everybody, hitting the trail again today. It's really nice out. I wish we'd had more weather like this last year. But 2 days ago I saw 132 people on the trail. That's a lot. Now granted I was going against the grain, so you see more people that way. But today I already saw at least a dozen, and I'm heading southbound, they're heading north. So a good number of people out there trying to make this year the year they hike the Appalachian Trail. Okay everybody, I'll tell you, I just saw first on the trail a guy hiking with his cat, and the cat was walking. I had to pick Romeo up, of course, because that might have not worked out too well. But I only know one other person who happens to be my Facebook friend, and you know who you are that hikes with a cat. But first time I've ever seen one on the Appalachian Trail. At Neal's Gap, Mountain Crossing. Wow, great store. Wonderful place. 30 more miles from here. I think we got this in the bag. Heading up Blood Mountain. Look at that perfectly balanced rock on top of the other one. Interesting. So ahead of me is Blood Mountain. I've probably climbed about 500 so far, about another 1,000 to go. And then down to Woods Gap. Almost to the top of Blood Mountain. And a beautiful view across the mountains to the south, down to Springer. Romeo's having a good time. He's not very good at being patient and wanting to wait. But besides that, I think we're going to take a little lunch break. Finishing up my hike today down to Woody Gap from Neal's Gap. Wow, I've passed 143 hikers today in just a 10-mile section. Romeo's a bit tired. A lot of climbing. Beautiful, beautiful day. Unfortunately, for my head, I made the mistake of not wearing a hat, so I got a little sunburn going on. Which I covered up, but I think a little too late. So when I get down to Woody Gap, only 20.5 miles to Springer. Started up from Woody Gap and headed south. Beautiful morning, low 40s, and Romeo is ready to roll. A little bit of rock and stuff. Trail's beautiful this morning. I will say all the trees are budding and blooming, and I've had to take a lot of allergy stuff. But my nose is still running, so just be ready for it. Forsythia's in bloom here in Georgia, so pretty much high tree pollen season right now. And it looks like he's ready to rip, so we better get going. Well, whenever you see a steep rise, you're probably going to find a lot of these little stair steps all the way up the top. Well, the last full day on the trail, I'm going up to just a mile before Springer today, and then I will do the approach trail, which is almost 9 miles, and that extra mile tomorrow. It isn't very cold out today, temperature wise. It was like 40 degrees when I started, but the wind's 25 to 30 miles an hour, so yeah, you add that together, it feels close to zero. So a little uncomfortable walking today, but beautiful sunshine, so eating up the last few miles here. Oh, this is Mike. He is through hiking this year, and he spent his first night on his second day. Tell me why you're doing it, Mike.
This is a spiritual journey for me, and also just trying to get back into shape. Too many years off.
I hear ya. So, what do you think's ahead of you?
A lot of hills.
A lot of hills. You're right there. Well, I wish you good luck.
Thank you, and I wish you luck on your way down.
Thanks. Last couple miles for today. And I crossed that log right there. Cute little stream flowing down. And I'll be going up most of the way to the Springer Mountain parking area, which is about a mile before Springer Mountain. Give me your name.
My name is Leah.
And what's your YouTube channel?
It's Campfire Jubilee.
Campfire Jubilee. And you're just a mile in, starting your journey.
I started yesterday on the approach trail.
Oh, okay.
This is day 2.
Day 2.
Yeah.
This is the part that counts, though. They're mean and don't count that horrible climb up.
Oh yeah, it was pretty rough.
Pretty
I was
brutal.
not expecting it to be as hard as it was.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, good luck, and we'll follow your journey.
Great. Thank you.
Bye. Well, Romeo and I are at Springer, and right there is the famous emblem. Absolutely nobody else up here, so I am stuck with trying to selfie myself. We'll see how well that goes. You can see down below Amicola Falls, just about a little under 9 miles left to the bottom. So I'm doing something a little special for all the thru hikers. I'm heading down the approach trail now from Springer. I got myself this Appalachian Trail card set. It's got 52 cards. This guy's thru hike. I picked it up in Hot Springs. And I'm giving one out to every thru hiker I meet starting their hike. Tell me your name.
Okay, Mud Turkey.
Turkey.
Mud Turkey.
And you're just starting your thru hike, right?
I'm just now starting. So doing the approach trail today, and maybe head about 3 miles past Springer to the campground.
Okay.
I think 3 Rivers is the campground.
Yeah, that's a really nice
Yeah,
one.
so I think I may stop there for the night and start. So no timeline, you know, just when I get there, I get there.
Cool.
And,
What's your reason for doing a trail?
well, I've thought about it for a while, and I've done some section hiking, and so I said, hey, I'm just going to quit the job and do the whole thing, because if you just wait, you never do get the right time, it seems like, to do it, right? You know, you either wait till you retire, or if you're straight out of college, or whatever. So I said, hey, let's just go ahead and do the whole thing.
And what's your lucky card?
I have got Mount Washington, 1,855.
Okay, you'll be there shortly.
And thank you so much for that. And what was your trail name?
We.
Yeah. All right, well, great to meet you.
And your website that
it's
you're...
mudturkey.com.
Okay, so you can follow him there if you're interested. Amicola Falls, all the way down. A ton of people coming up these stairs. And they are not dog compatible. So I'm having to carry poor Romeo all the way down. Yeah, pretty amazing, that water coming down. I have a feeling the best view is back here, since the bridge is pretty much crowded.